It was requested, so today we make the Multiverse of Madness pizza bites. This is going to be fun. Hey everybody, and welcome back. So, this episode, let me tell you, my friend Kylie, she went and saw Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, right? And I don't have a Disney shirt on today because I don't have a Doctor Strange shirt. But, like Doctor Strange, I have a cape. Okay? So I got my cloak. It's not a cape, it's a cloak. Because Edna Mode from Incredible says no capes. So it's a cloak. And I'm going to be just like Doctor Strange today. Wow. But today, what do we make? In the movie, Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, America Chavez, right? There's a scene where her, Doctor Strange, and Wong, it's the worst scene in the movie. Why? She makes fun of Spider-Man. She doesn't know who Spider-Man is. Spider-Man, very dear, very my personal favorite. But what is she eating? Pizza bombs. Pizza bites. Pizza bombs. Anyway, Kylie said, Chris, do you know how to make the pizza bombs? And I said, sure. And today, we're going to do it 2 ways. So, because multiverse, right? So we got one in this universe, and then we're going to make one for the people like Kylie, who thinks it's too many ingredients. So, we're going to make a quick pizza dough. And then the other one, we're going to use these. Let's go. Okay, so as you can see, our water's at 110 degrees. That's exactly what we want. So we have 3/4 of a cup of warm water. And to that, we're going to add, this is equivalent to 1 package of instant yeast. And to feed that yeast, we're going to use 1 teaspoon of sugar. That's the food that the yeast is actually going to use. Get all that in there. Give this a quick mix. And we're just going to let this sit off to the side, and it's called blooming. So this is going to bloom. While this is sitting on the side real quick, we'll add our dry ingredients into our mixer. Okay, to our mixer we're going to add 2 cups of all-purpose flour and 1 tablespoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of olive oil. I'm going to put this on. So can you see how the yeast is actually starting to bloom? See that frothiness that you're getting on there? That's exactly what we want. So we're just going to wait a minute and let that continue to happen. Add that, mix, and we're done. Okay, so now you can see you got almost like a frothy top on the yeast. That's exactly what we want, and then we'll add this to the flour. Just spin this around. Alright. So first things first, we take out the blade. Alright, and everything's going to be sticking to it. Be very careful with this blade. It's one of the sharpest things in the world. We'll just place that there. And grab the rest. You want the dough to be sticky to the touch, but not super sticky. If you feel that it needs more flour, by all means, just add the flour to it. Humidities, different temperatures, that's all going to depend. Alright, and I have a little bit of flour on here just so it doesn't stick completely to my hands. And all I'm going to do is turn it into a little ball, just like so. Get off the excess off of my fingers. And then I have a bowl with olive oil in it. And you're just going to take it the firm side down and just spin it around in the olive oil. You want to get that olive oil all the way around it. Basically all it's going to do is make it sure that it doesn't stick within the bowl. It's nice. Looks good. And now I'm just going to cover this and we'll place it in a warm area for about an hour. Alright, so while the dough's rising, we're going to just start and we'll make a simple sauce. Now, so we're going to make a tomato sauce to go with the pizza dough that I made. Alright? And then for these, which we're going to jump into next, well, just go and get yourself jarred sauce. I prefer Rayo's. Ingredients are perfect. Ingredients for the sauce is Italian whole peeled tomatoes, Italian cherry tomatoes, olive oil, onion, salt, oregano, garlic, and basil. That's it. Don't be buying some of those that start with the R or the P. Buy Rayo's. Anyway, let's jump right into this. Alright, so to start, we're going to open up the, these are the Grand biscuits. Alright, and you just give this guy a little pop. There it is. Pull these all out. Okay, and this gives us 2, 4. Well, I don't know. I think these are going to be a little too big. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to do 4 of them whole, and 4 of them we're going to cut in half. So I'm just going to cut them in half, and we're going to see. I'm going to take this, and we're just going to roll it out so it's nice and thin. And let's roll out one big one to see how big that makes it. Yeah, it's not bad. These will stuff a little more, and the others will stuff a little less. Alright, so I went ahead and I put back the halves and I just pushed them together and rolled them out so they're the same size. I kind of like the size that these are doing. So now we're going to go with our jarred sauce, not heated up, just out of the can, out of the jar, and I'm using a teaspoon, right, because you don't want too much on here. And then we'll give it a little pinch of some shredded mozzarella. Right in the middle. Now, you could add whatever you want inside. Sliced olives, pepperoni, some peppers, mushrooms, and onions. You know what you could do? You could take mushrooms and onions and some sliced peppers, saute them up in saute pan. I would cook those first and then add them to this. If you add the mushrooms and everything, too much water will be released from them. Alright, so now here is the part that is just you're basically making a dumpling. So you're going to grab from each side. Alright, I like to do it while it's in my hand. Okay, so from top to bottom, side over. Some sauce might leak out, don't get nervous. And then bring it over from here and just close it up. Give it a little twist. And just have your sheet pan ready. So I have a sheet pan with my non-stick. You could spray it if you want. I mean, it's basically simple. Right, so we're going to fold it over. If you don't want to do it in your hands, right, you're going to stretch the sides up, up. Make sure they're sticking. Bring it over. Make it into a little ball. Okay, so there they are. Alright, so now we got them all balled up. Let's put that to the side for a little bit. Okay, here I have about, it doesn't matter, about 3-4 tablespoons of olive oil. Okay, into that I'm going to add garlic powder. I'm going to add a pinch of salt. Add some red pepper flakes. Don't have to. A little bit of heat. And some oregano. And then this is grated pecorino romano. Just add a little bit of that to there. I'm going to give this a quick mix. And we're going to take this lovely mixture that we have. And you want to get as much onto the brush as possible. And you're just going to brush the tops of each one. I mean, what's in there? Garlic, olive oil, oregano, some red pepper. It's going to mix. Get the tomato sauce inside. And then I would finish it with just a little bit of cheese across the top. Not a lot, just a little cheese. All right, version number 1 going in the oven, 375 degrees. You can read the package. It's probably about 11-12 minutes for those. I'm gonna go about 15 minutes maximum. Let's see. Okay, so Kylie's Universe, Multiverse is in the oven. It's been about an hour. Let's see. And there we have it, folks. Look at that. Remember the size that it was? I couldn't be more happy with this. You saw how quick we made this dough. Watch. Oh, look at that. See how it deflates right there? And because we use that olive oil, it comes right out. Okay. I'm going to add a little bit of flour to there and to the work surface so it doesn't stick, and to my hands. Okay, I'm just going to work it a little bit to get that olive oil mixed into there. That was from the outside of, and this, I'm happy with this though. I cut it in half. I'll take this guy. Put him here, and this one. Alright, let's just roll this dough out here. And you just want to, you don't have to cut it in half. I like to work in smaller batches. It's just easier. If I was making a full pizza, of course we would use that the whole thing of dough. Put these here. Here, here, and then we'll stretch this guy out. So this one's a little different. Why? What's the name of the show? Done Differently. And I got a little treat for you. Alright, so done differently, alright? Here's my tomato sauce. Alright, so I'm just going to take some of that. I'm going to spread this, and I don't know if you remember, I talked about the other one. Well, I took a little bit of mushroom, quarter of an onion, I added some mozzarella cheese, sliced up half a pepper, and there we have it, folks. Made a nice little cheese, pepper, mushroom. mixture. I'll put that right in there. Will this work? I don't know. We're doing it together. Should it work? Of course. But we don't know. I'm going to pull this over. Now it's becoming more of like a calzone. And that's what I'm going to see if I can turn this around for you so you get a better view. And I'll do this backwards. Alright, just take your fork and you just want to press both of them together. So you're just sealing it with the fork. Add a little bit of design maybe. Nothing crazy. But that's what's going to seal it. So that, see this sauce that's coming out? That'll prevent that from happening when you're baking it. Alright, so we can go with a little bit of olive oil. Some oregano. Garlic powder. Red pepper flakes. Pinch of salt. Some pecorino romano. Give that a good mix. And that's that topping. We'll grab a sheet pan real quick. We'll put this on and I'll show you what I'm going to do with these. We're going to brush him or her or she. We'll make this one America Chavez. Who's Spider-Man? No. So, alright, so that's got nice on there. Folks, I'm going to take this extra dough. Okay? I'm going to stretch it out. And there's no exact size to this. But you're going to take this mixture and we're just going to brush it. Okay? I'm going to brush it here. Okay. Gotta get your hands dirty. You're going to take it, crisscross applesauce inside and under. And you got yourself an amazing garlic knot. Right? That. Like that. Don't let this go to waste, right? You want to hit that again. Real quick. Give this guy one final brush. Get all the sides. Let's top this with more cheese. We're going to drop these in the oven for 375 for about 15-16 minutes because the other ones are ready. And here they are. So look at that, come right out of the oven. I'm going to pull these right off of here. Look at that, folks. Look at that. Put these right onto this beautiful tray. I'm going to leave that guy out because he opened up a little bit. It's hot. Oh, there it is. Oh, this is going to be delicious. I'm going to put this guy right here on the side. I'm going to do a taste comparison. Look at those. You can smell it. It smells like a pizzeria. And here we have beautiful big calzone. Some nice, light and airy, very hot garlic knots. Let's get these off. Ooh, this guy's a ton. Put that guy right there for now. And garlic knots will just drop on here. Well, here it is. So, ooh, it's hot. Dough's cooked perfectly. You got your mushrooms, your onions, your peppers, the mozzarella cheese, the tomato sauce is in there. gonna be way too hot to eat right now, so let's move on to the other one. All right, so it's still hot. We got the biscuit, the tomato sauce, mozzarella. Let's see. Wow. That flavor on the top with the oil and the garlic. You know, the biscuits have a distinct flavor. Is it my go-to that I'm going to do every single time? No. It'd be great as an addition to a whole meal that you're doing. Have these as like a little side appetizer, pizza type thing. Quick, easy. Has the crunch. The biscuits have a distinct flavor though, opposed to our dough. So I'm gonna give this a cut. Ooh, it's so hot. Oof. All right, so now this has got mushrooms and peppers and sauce and oh. All right. You know, oh, that's good. That's delicious. You know, with the yeast, remember how we saw that and it bloomed? It adds almost like a sour flavor to the dough. And the dough has more of a give. You know, the biscuits, they're manufactured. The dough, you watch this make it, folks. A couple ingredients, let it spin around, sit in a warm spot for about 45 minutes to an hour, bring it back, roll it out. And the garlic knot, a little extra, a little something extra you got for today's show. Let's see. Oh, that's good. You know what? I would add a little bit more. Do I have a little more of that seasoning, right? That we did with the oil and the garlic. And I would serve it with that. And you get right in there. Mm. Delicious. Have fun with food. Like I always say, pizza basically done the same way, 2 different styles, showing you endless possibilities. Kylie, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I can't wait for you to tell me that you made these. Try it out, folks. Simple ingredients. You don't have to kill yourself. If you're interested in the tomato sauce, send me a note on Instagram. It's not anything fancy. I can run through it real quick, but it's just olive oil, garlic, tomato paste. You add your tomatoes, bring it to a simmer, cover the top with cheese. If you'd like, add some oregano to it, but that's basically it. Folks, I enjoyed this episode. I hope you liked my cape, my cloak, whatever, from Doctor Strange. We're gonna do a lot of episodes with people request. I actually just got a request last week on the White Castle video for Casey's corn dogs. Well, we got to do it differently. So those are coming. We got General Tso's chicken, I believe. Marla sent me a message from Creations. So we're gonna be all over the place. Tell your friends, tell your friends. I hope you enjoyed everything that you saw. Like, subscribe, and share. Till next time.